Welcome to the future. Welcome to Bitcoin Bitchamers on this 2nd of May, 2024. I am delighted to be back here in this monthly review where we share all the latest developments we are currently developing and working on at Bit2Me. Well, we can already observe in the live chat numerous individuals who are joining us. I trust that you are enjoying a joyful long weekend as usual. Giovanny is also present with us during this afternoon. How are you, Giovanny?
Hi, Javi. How are you? It's a pleasure, Bitumers. I'm here reading that there are many people in the middle of a bridge. Even in this particular place, Beatrice sends warm greetings from Ecuador, and present here are Jordi Elvi and Luis Paule. Thanks a lot to all those who join us here on a monthly basis, and a warm welcome to you too.
Well, nothing. A pleasure. Well, as you know, in the previous program, we had the pleasure of having a series of guests where we were discussing the most significant event in the ecosystem, which we consider to be the Bitcoin halving, which took place that Saturday morning. Well, we need to make some assessments, some recap of what's happening with the price, because some people are a bit, I don't know if worried, but a bit surprised that after the halving, where everyone expects the price to, well, tend to rise, we are experiencing a correction that I consider we had already seen in previous cycles, in the previous halvings. As we have mentioned in some program, even in the bull run, in the bullish cycle, there have been corrections ranging from 25 to 35%, which is not uncommon in the cryptocurrency market. In this particular case, as you are aware, we reached the peak at a value of $74,000 approximately 1 month ago, very recently, and we have experienced a correction of 25%, resulting in a touch point of $57,000 at a specific moment in time. Now we are in the vicinity of 59100. There have been very interesting news that have come out today, and that I believe will continue to accumulate, creating a snowball effect that will drive institutional interest, which cannot be stopped and is evident to directly impact the price and also have its echo throughout the entire ecosystem in all cryptocurrencies in general, although particularly in Bitcoin. Today, BNP Paribas, one of the biggest banks in Europe, has announced its active involvement in purchasing Bitcoin, a popular cryptocurrency, through BlackRock's Spot ETF, an exchange-traded fund, as part of its investment strategy. Well, this is a news that I believe is very important to consider in order to understand the consideration that all the traditional players, the entire banking and financial sector, are having. Up until now, just a few months ago, they completely rejected the idea that Bitcoin could become an asset class that would be part of their clients' portfolios and also of the reserves that they may use at a certain point as a strategy to enhance their investment options and diversify their holdings. And we are witnessing it in real time. We have also observed the approval of exchange-traded funds in Hong Kong, not only for Bitcoin, but also for Ethereum, which is an interesting development for the entire ecosystem, not just for those of us who have such a strong conviction in Bitcoin. And the outflows or numbers continue to be very favorable. It is true that over the past 10 days, we have witnessed a slowdown, a halt in the accumulation that these funds, these exchange-traded funds, had been doing, having accumulated 850,000 Bitcoins. And it is indeed true that during the last 7, 8, 9 days of trading, with all of that uncertainty surrounding the inflation data in the United States of America, the expansion of the United States gross domestic product in the previous quarter was also below the anticipated level, and all the events occurring in Japan involving the Japanese yen at exchange rates with the dollar from the 1990s, well, all of these factors exert pressure on the market and create uncertainty, which is manifested in various assets, particularly in cryptocurrencies. It is also crucial to take into consideration that April is the month when Americans are required to pay their taxes, which essentially implies that they have to sell their assets in order to cover those tax obligations, thereby resulting in a reduction of market liquidity and overall financial stability. I mention all of this because I believe that we all want to seek explanations for the reasons behind these drops, these sudden price corrections of Bitcoin, and the factors contributing to the sudden slowing down of the entry of new institutional capital. However, despite that, as I previously mentioned, we are observing opportunities in other regions and witnessing the establishment of the groundwork for the cryptocurrency market to experience a significant surge in the coming 12, 24, or 36 months. In my personal viewpoint. We already talked about BlackRock having 274,000 purchased Bitcoins, and that yesterday there was a withdrawal of 638, which is true. To put it into perspective, I believe the actor that continues to exert selling pressure is Grayscale, which is this trust that was operating even before the approval of the ETFs and has decreased from 630,000 Bitcoins in custody to around 300,000. Well, for us, I believe it is a highly significant moment. There are very important developments taking place, which we will also disclose to you in the near future, even though we provided you with a preview when Leif was also a guest on the show recently. And from BB, what we are going to ensure is that during this bull run, which from my point of view has already started, we don't forget that we are at $59,000 despite any corrections that may have occurred. We are also seeing pumps in some altcoins, significant increases in meme coins, although obviously there is profit taking in all these projects. But at Bit2Me, we are going to make sure of that, and that's what we want to share with you today. What are the news, the advancements, the tools we are improving? And of course, many of you who ask us for it, and Giovanny always emphasizes this with Bit2Me feedback, you are asking us to list new coins, to add new BB staking options in that service. And that's a little bit of what we are going to share with you. We value your input and strive to enhance our offerings based on your feedback. Stay tuned for more updates and exciting developments.
By the way, we recently initiated a poll. What are your thoughts regarding the price of Bitcoin subsequent to the 2024 Jarvis occurrence? Among them, we inquire about their intention to hodl, sell, or make a purchase. That being said, it is equally important to remember the difference between a Bitcoin ETF and owning a percentage of Bitcoin that you can afford to buy directly with them and even borrow, as may be the case with BMW, which some still overlook that difference, of course, which can have significant implications for investors in terms of risk and control over their assets.
That's a good point, right, Giovanny? In the end, start by mentioning what you've commented. Many people, maybe you guys in the ecosystem, Bit2Mers, talking to family and friends, when Bitcoin was at 70074 1000 a month ago, they'd be asking, hey, is it a good time to buy? Do I need to enter the market? Or at least have you observed more interest from people? However, considering that it has dropped to 57, 56, 58, individuals seem to be taking a step back, right? Man, this is going down. This is going to disappear. This is not going anywhere. So the other day I watched a video by Pablo Gil, who also collaborates with us, where he explained it very well. What usually happens to us or in the markets is that we have to buy with fear, the fear that people have because there is a correction, because they lack certainty, they don't understand the asset or the role it plays, because that's when there is the maximum potential for it to appreciate, which you really notice as a benefit. If you buy at historical highs like it was at 70074 1000, from my perspective, it will keep rising. And Pablo's prediction was that it could reach $240,000, $150,000 in this cycle. Of course, you're missing out on that part. That's why it's so important to understand the asset, to understand Bitcoin. And I connected with what you were saying, Giovanny, regarding the concept of not disposing of the positions we hold in Bitcoin, but rather having the option to utilize the services provided by companies that are developing tools, products, and services, which enable us to maintain additional liquidity without divesting those Bitcoins, thereby allowing us to access this kind of service. And in this instance, Bit2Me Loan, which essentially comprises of, if you possess Bitcoin or Ethereum or specific cryptocurrencies within Bit2Me, you have the ability to delegate them. You can leave them to BME, which is referred to as collateralize. You collateralize your asset, which is Bitcoin or Ethereum, and Bit2Me provides you with liquidity up to 50% of the value of what you leave as collateral. And that serves to avoid decapitalizing oneself, because numerous individuals perceive Bitcoin as a form of wealth, with the knowledge that there is growth in the near future or an expectation of growth in the next 12 to 18 months that could potentially lead to much higher prices. And obviously, you're not going to want to sell that Bitcoin, but as it occurs in the United States with tax declaration, there are individuals who have short-term liquidity requirements. You have to make some payments for specific things, and you need that additional money without disposing of your asset. That is what BME offers. And that is precisely the whole point, isn't it?
That's right. In fact, stay tuned, because he already hinted to us when we were at the Halving event that this service will be receiving some enhancements. Some improvements will be applied to it soon. We do not have specific dates, but please stay tuned as it is coming. That being said, as we were discussing the halving, At the end of the live stream, I will provide a comment on the promotion we conducted regarding who correctly guessed the price of Bitcoin at the halving event. I'll provide the names along with the prices we marked them at. So stay tuned. I'll say the names and then I'll tell you. We'll let you know. Congratulations to those who won.
Phenomenal. And well, I'll finish with a piece of information that has come from the Hong Kong ETFs, so you have some reference. Well, there have been some inflows. There has been a capital inflow of $292 million on its first day. This is a 30% value. This figure represents 30% of what Bloomberg, which is a platform known for its specialization in economics, estimated it would amount to over a span of 2 years, which was projected to be a staggering $1 trillion in total. Well, in just a single day, it has already achieved a significant volume, a capital inflow of 30% of the estimated amount that this outlet had projected for an entire year. So I believe we are encountering something historic, as I always say, something very serious, very significant, where we witness the institutionalization and endorsement of an asset like Bitcoin. However, there are also the remaining cryptocurrencies. In my opinion, this is positive news despite the fact that they are distinct assets. The authorization of Ethereum exchange-traded funds is significant because Ethereum will eventually be utilized by institutions for constructing infrastructures that enable the automated execution of software-programmed actions among participants who are involved in the financial systems of governments and other entities. From a philosophical perspective, it is not my preferred choice, but I comprehend that there are individuals who express that perhaps Bitcoin is truly an unconfiscatable store of value. Everything we have discussed extensively is decentralized, but Ethereum, even if it is not, does not possess all of these characteristics. If all of these participants enter and perceive it as an intriguing asset to develop their solutions, then as a speculator or investor, I can also recognize that possibility, correct?
You already know my opinion, but well, I will leave it there because I think it is the opinion of the majority. Because looking quickly at the voting, well, just a few have put that I am going to sell. 2% say I am going to sell, but the majority, 56%, say they are going to hodl. So interesting. We are all on the same page.
Sure, let's see. I believe, and then there are people also commenting that they will buy the dip. I think that those with a medium to long-term mindset understand the value proposition of Bitcoin beyond seeing it as a speculative asset in your portfolio, but as a new asset. An asset that sets itself apart from everything we had known, from all stocks, all bonds, gold, silver, commodities. Why? Because it is an asset that you can possess. And I always emphasize that within Bit2Me, we will do everything possible to make it convenient and user-friendly for you to utilize. And here I digress because I've seen some confusion on social media, Giovanni, regarding the entry into the MiCA law. There is a section about TFR, which stands for transfer of funds. Just so you know, there are 4 scenarios with the transfer of funds, which would be fund transfers, okay? If an exchange were to receive a deposit of cryptocurrency from someone, would it be necessary to provide identification in order to comply, right? Would an identification also be linked in reverse if an exchange collaborates with a client, with a user who intends to withdraw their cryptocurrencies? Would there also be an identification of the wallet to be utilized for withdrawal under the markets in crypto assets regulation and also between different exchanges, correct? What the MiCA law has ruled out, and you should be aware of, is that all peer-to-peer transfers, which means transfers between individuals within the protocol, will not be subject to the application of the transfer of funds. It is crucial for you to understand this, all right? Important and nothing, well, with this, Giovanni, I believe I can confidently say that we are currently experiencing a highly interesting moment in the market. In the upcoming months, we can expect to witness a flurry of news and surprises as new actors enter the scene and make overnight appearances. It is crucial for us to remain vigilant and extend our heartfelt congratulations to all of you who have been steadfastly supporting Bit2Me and the concept of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies for years. To those who have recently joined, we warmly welcome you and offer our congratulations on taking this significant step forward. So let's commence with the news we have this month at BB, which, as you know, is a priority for us to satisfy. If you desire to have new cryptocurrencies that are being released in the market and are accessible on other platforms, then obviously you should make sure that you also have them available on Bit2Me, right? It is crucial for us to stay competitive and meet the demands of our users. Then, always without being investment advice, taking precautions, studying the project you want to buy, because Well, they are new projects that obviously have demand, but you know that there are strong increases and corrections, and there is a very high volatility. So in fact, in case of doubt, we even have courses to guide you on how to do the research before getting into a project or a cryptocurrency. Make sure to exercise caution and conduct thorough research to mitigate risks associated with investing in these new projects with their inherent volatility.
That being said, they have ESO Academy available, or even when they come to Telegram, if they have any questions, we will provide that so they can use the resources safely and responsibly.
Well, we have a landing page that if you're not familiar with, we will also share it with you, which is the one for Bitmere on Bitmere. We have almost reached 40 listed cryptocurrencies there. You know that you can deposit tokens from different projects instantly, with just one click, the amount you want, whether it is euro 1, 100, 1000, or 10000, whatever you want for each project. You can leave it there for as long as you need or want, okay? You have the flexibility to keep your tokens in the account for any duration you require without any restrictions or limitations. The reward will be delivered to you in that token, and you will see the percentage of the reward that will be given to you in that token. Within the calculator on this page, you can see if the price remains, the token price remains, and you enter an amount, how much bonus you would have with the sum of the delivery that will be made to you in the period you select, such as 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 days, 25 days, or any other duration you prefer, because Giovanny also allows for withdrawal. This information is crucial to review as it helps determine the bonus amount based on the selected period and delivery, because it is something that some surely already utilize and are aware of, but others do not. When you withdraw the Bit2Me tokens from staking, they automatically transfer to your wallet in the exact same second, okay, right? So you are aware that the advantage BB has in that sense is very good, correct? Because you can both deposit and withdraw without any cost and instantly, and then you can calculate the percentages and everything generated through Bit2Me Earn, absolutely everything. Now that we are dealing with tax returns, as we have conducted several programs regarding it, it will be outlined, it will be specified for what purpose, and it will be thoroughly explained in detail. So that when next year comes, or if it's from last year, you already have cryptocurrencies, but by the time next year comes, you have generated different rewards in different cryptocurrency tokens. That report is automatically generated. You give it to the tax advisor, and the tax advisor quickly knows how much to put in each box, okay? So that is much easier for you.
Here, Giovanni from Bit2Me Tax speaks. In reality, if anyone has any doubts, concerns, we can then send them the link, because the truth is that the interviews they conducted were truly excellent and provided valuable insights. In addition, it is crucial to keep in mind that once we deposit our funds in ER, some users may experience a situation where they appear to lack available funds when they want to trade, sell, or exchange them. This is because the funds are temporarily blocked, as mentioned earlier. However, it is important to note that these funds can be added or withdrawn instantly at any time. It is essential to communicate this information to users to alleviate any concerns or doubts they may have about not having funds in their account. You have them, but you have them in quotes blocked in ER, right? It's a detail to keep in mind that sometimes some people overlook.
You know, for us from the very beginning, all the feedback you are providing is incredibly valuable, not just for the Space Center and the listing of new coins, but also for cashback proposals, card payments, and various other aspects that are crucial to us. What we have accomplished during this month is the launch of a system, a brand new service known as Bit2Me Live. In Bit2Me Live, what you do is have a more direct interaction with all the products, with all the tools that we are launching within Bit2Me. And I was just mentioning that one of them is Bitmere. Will I be able to remember any of the percentages, Giovanni? For example, with the DBM token on Bit2Me, we have a maximum of 8.57%. Is that right? This is an annual occurrence. It would be an API. API stands for annual percentage yield. Year to year, the percentage is not fixed. That is true. It can vary from one year to another. So with the BM token, we have an 8.57. With Ethereum, we have up to 7%. With Polkadot, we have up to 10 with 40. With Cosmos, up to 24.70, right? And you can see this, as I was saying, in fact, we have up to 28.88% of application programming interfaces in some of the cryptocurrencies. So take a look and decide in which one you want to have them. In the Bit2Me Life, well, obviously life is life. So the idea is to integrate Bit2Me into your daily life so that you can go and pay use the card in different establishments, restaurants, when you go out, and make it part of your normal payment method. Get used to it, receive a reward every time you make that payment, get that cash back, be reimbursed in different tokens or formats depending on the establishment, and enjoy the benefits of seamless transactions and enhanced convenience in your financial interactions. It's a great opportunity to simplify your transactions and make your life easier. That bonus we provide for utilizing the MasterCard, I am uncertain if all of you in the audience already possess the MasterCard and have utilized it, but naturally, Giovanni, we also talked about this in a webinar. I believe it is beneficial to remind, if you possess the Bit2Me card connected to Bit2Me Earn, you have the ability to deposit stablecoins like ERTE, a currency pegged 1-to-1 with the euro, as well as USDT and USDC. These deposits come with corresponding bonuses that are generated while you sleep. Additionally, when you use the card for payments, you automatically generate cashback. This means that your deposits earn bonuses even while you sleep, and you receive cashback rewards when making payments with the card. With Bitcoin, we also have the option directly from ER, of course, if anyone has Bitcoin, which I imagine with the discussions we have, Giovanni, someone will be convinced, or we will all be very convinced indeed. It's good to mention it. So, well, you also have, in any case, within the blog, we have also included a summary of this new service, and you also have direct interaction with BME Live. We have redesigned the card, as we were discussing earlier with Jose. Here it is. It is virtually in the sense that you have it for physical payments. It is sent to you. You just have to request it, or also from a digital perspective, which would be integrated within the application. You simply open it as you do with your card when paying at any establishment. Well, in this case, you would have it updated with a new version of the card that incorporates the latest features and enhancements, providing you with an improved user experience and added convenience.
Both can be used entirely virtually and are independent, meaning they can later check that they also have limits to receive CATBA and all this stuff. So they can check it, but they are independent. That is each of the cards. They also have the possibility in terms of security, if they want, they can even turn them off and on when they are going to use them.
On the other hand, we also have Bit2Me Pay, BIME Pay. If you're not familiar with it, if you've never used it, I find it to be a very powerful, very interesting feature. If you have friends, acquaintances, people who are starting to use Bit2Me, you can send them a very small amount to show them the potential of this technology through the mobile phone, which you can do within the wallet application. When you click on sending a cryptocurrency or sending funds, it asks you where you want to send it, outside of Bit2Me or within Bit2Me. This demonstrates the convenience and versatility of Bit2Me as a digital payment solution. If you do it within Bit2Me, that would be Bit2Me Pay, and both by their username, their phone number, or their email, you can send them a notification that you are transferring a certain amount of a token that you want them to know about, or of money, instead of paying the typical amount that is paid through Bizum when you go play paddle and each one pays their own. Giovanni, well, here what you could do is use Bit2Me Pay to adjust what each one has to pay for the court. This way, you can ensure a fair distribution of the expenses and avoid any misunderstandings.
In reality, for instance, I have actually done it on several occasions where there are individuals who are not registered on BME, so I send them the part that corresponds to me for the paddle. They receive a text message, and in order to claim that balance I sent, they simply have to register and verify the account, and they will have that BME completely free of charge, without any cost or fees whatsoever. This bikini is to receive.
Is that all? When you receive a notification, it comes with a bell icon, a red dot, or a notification appears on the left side of the application. You simply click on it and accept it, right? If the other individual does not accept it, the refund will be processed automatically after a duration of 1 week. So you will not have to worry about that, okay? Another thing we continue to do, and some of you may already know, is the constant updating of the website and the application. So if you go to the website, we have the new updated version with a much more user-friendly menu where you can find all the functions in an organized visual way. Everything is completely organized, making it very easy to navigate through. A lot of people are already using it and they are quite happy with the improvements that have been made.
That's right. Yes, Giovanni. And the advantage is that Currently, they are highly similar, meaning that the actions you can perform in the web version are identical to what you will be able to do in the app version and in the portable version. It's very convenient because before they were different and could cause confusion. Now you'll see practically the same thing, and it's going to be much more comfortable, more intuitive. They have been thanking us and congratulating us for liking the new design, which is excellent on the part of the team.
I think it's great what we see, what we always talk about, Giovanny, that integration. Now that we are also going to open in Latin America, in Argentina, where they were, as Pablo and Jose Luis mentioned, and very soon there will be other users from other countries, so that it has a user-friendly interface for any level, regardless of whether you are new to this ecosystem and start interacting with a platform, whether you are an advanced user like Bit2Me Pro, which we will see later, so that you can use it without any problem. And I also believe that standardization is important. And the integration of the academy, there are still numerous individuals inquiring if they can log in with their account and track the courses, the articles they are currently reading. And that is something we have also integrated into the platform. So you can now access BME Academy using your Bit2Me user account, enroll in all the courses, enhance your learning, put it to the test, and have it stored, all while being linked to your account. So these are enhancements and refinements that I firmly believe are fundamental and crucial for the platform to provide the best possible service, to effectively compete in the market, and to meet and exceed the real needs, demands, and expectations of our valuable users and customers.
In reality, depending on how they're utilizing it or the specific requirements they have to enhance their usage, we are consistently highly attentive to it.
And then someone might start to wonder, well, how can I ascertain the new coins that you are including in the list of listings? Giovanni told me today we have a bunch of news, so we can say one hold true, 5 Polymesh Goldfins create pool, right? Someone might say, well, I would like to have everything organized in a button where I enter the application, and every time, because every month we will be adding new coins, I can see it. Well, there you have new coins, right? Or new coins, you simply click on it and you have access to all the breakdown, the history. You can delve into each of them and see the quotation, okay?
We additionally possess the search bar in the price tab. In reality, our favorites and more additionally materialize. That being said, it is also important to note that in the price tab, we also have collections, meaning that you can say, hey, I'm interested in artificial intelligence. Well, there's a collection where all cryptocurrencies based on artificial intelligence or video games, etc., are listed. And there you have the ability to make a proportional purchase of all of those cryptocurrencies in a collection with just a single click. So it's quite interesting to take a look, as I'm sure there's something that might catch your attention.
On the other hand, well, as you know, the main purpose of the Space Center is to add new missions. Our goal this time is to help you earn points and unlock higher levels. We have introduced these missions to give you more chances to earn points and progress further in the game. As you know, we have a total of 7 levels, ranging from 1 to 7, and at each of these levels, you have a series of advantages and improvements that we have also gamified. This means that you can visually see what the benefits are, what incentives you have to move to the next level, how many points you need to reach the next level, and what daily, weekly, and monthly operational goals you have to achieve in order to progress. So Giovanni, this week you were telling me that we have added new missions.
3 missions. 3 new missions, right? One of them requires us to BitMe the physical version, which will give us 100 points. Additionally, we can earn 1100 points by completing the 29 new house objectives. This can be achieved by receiving Casva with the Cardiac Bit2Me card, which will also grant us points. Furthermore, we have the opportunity to earn up to 200 points by operating the first Euro 400 in Pro. Many more missions are forthcoming, and you can directly view them from the Space Center tab of the BME loyalty program. Don't forget that we now have the option of the BM Fast Track, allowing us to quickly advance to the next level by purchasing a certain amount of BM. Take advantage of this feature if you wish to progress rapidly. Stay tuned for more exciting missions and rewards.
Well, without a doubt, I would definitely recommend that you make it a habit to regularly check the app, because there is also a specific goal to log in on a daily basis and see if there are any updates in order to find out as soon as possible, so that you can learn if there are any new missions, as Giovanni mentioned earlier. If you have doubts about how many points you need, what you should achieve, and what benefits it would bring, the calculator seems like a great tool to me. I don't know if you have used it. If you want to comment here in the live chat, and in the meantime, Giovanni, we can add before we finish. And it is no less important now, if you use Bit2Me Pro, you can get up to a 50% discount on the trading fees based on the Space Center level.
In actuality, that is the extent of it. An increase of up to 50% is a new addition we have implemented, and some users are already utilizing it. Therefore, this is the advantage. Depending on your level, you can receive a discount of up to 50%. In BME Pro, the percentage of commission ranges from 0% to 0.60% based on the volume of transactions you have.
Well, Jose is also sharing with us the image of Bit2Me Pro. And as you know, for those of you who are not familiar with it and have not used Bit2Me Pro, it is Bit2Me's high-frequency trading platform where you can adjust operations for traders. For those who don't just see Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies as a long-term investment, but want to make daily, weekly, or scheduled purchases and sales, that's where you can adjust with the chart that shows us the price and time, with candles that can be set for 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, which would be scalping operations for those with a bit more knowledge. Then you have all the necessary tools for technical analysis of the charts, where you can establish criteria, draw lines, view metrics like RSI, and many others to guide you if you are a trader using the platform. This platform provides a comprehensive solution for traders, offering a wide range of features and functionalities to enhance their trading experience and maximize their potential profits. If you have not used it, it is very easy to use to access. We have seen it before, but just remember that if you have funds in the Bit2Me wallet, you cannot access them if they are in Bit2Me Earth. However, if you have the funds in the wallet, all you have to do is open Bit2Me Pro, enter Bit2Me Pro, and from Bit2Me Pro on your mobile, you will find a button that says Balance at the bottom right. Click on Balance, and there you will see the wallet where you have the coins deposited at that moment. You will also see a button that says Add with a plus sign. If you click on the Add button, it will allow you to transfer and move the funds from the wallet to the Bit2Me Trade platform. To navigate within Bit2Me Trade, locate the balance displayed at the bottom right of the dashboard. This balance indicates the funds available for trading. The dashboard is where you can place orders in spot, market, or limit and monitor real-time prices. Additionally, the top right of the chart shows the balance corresponding to the asset price chart you are viewing. For example, if you are viewing the Bitcoin or Ethereum price against the dollar, euro, or any other currency, you can click on the balance and enter the currency you wish to trade, such as Cardano or Polkadot. If you have other currencies and want to trade them, simply search for them within the platform. Ensure you follow these steps, okay? Once you search for it, it will display you the pair you are trading, and there you can commence placing orders. So within the Bit2Me project, we are currently continuing our work and actively integrating various improvements. As an example, one of the enhancements we have implemented is a visible pair selector. This selector allows users to effortlessly switch between different pairs in a much more visual, intuitive, and faster way, providing a seamless and efficient experience for our users. Then there is a more efficient utilization of space. We have also optimized the arrangement of the windows in accordance with your preferences or the specific information you desire, such as the order book, market analysis systems, the fear index indicating market sentiment, whether it is fearful or greedy, and other relevant issues that you can easily access. We have also implemented a price shortcut system that fills in price inputs with a single click. We have implemented an integrated balance manager that allows you to view your balance through the interface and easily access the orders you have placed. You can have as many open orders as you desire, and of course, there is no charge for placing or canceling an order. You have the flexibility to place and remove orders at any time you wish, ensuring you have all the open orders you require without any limitations or restrictions. After the enhancement in the markets, well, we have filtered through our peers for a more optimal experience, okay? You might have a brand new trading page, one fresh form, so if you haven't utilized another crucial detail, it is important to note, Javi, that this improvement is specifically implemented in the web version of the platform.
The current web version is designed and adapted to operate and view on laptops and computers. However, if you prefer, there is a version directly from the Bit2Me app called BME Pro, which is adapted for phones and mobile devices, both Android and iOS. As you know, we are constantly improving the current version, which has been very well received by users who have tried it. We value user feedback and take it into consideration for future updates. Our goal is to provide the best user experience across different platforms and devices. However, we have also mentioned in the same article that if you want to contribute more improvement ideas, they are welcome. We are listening. And that's the end. Just keep in mind that there are two versions available, the web version specifically adapted for laptops and computers, and the app version designed for mobile devices.
So just a reminder, well, since we are talking about Bit2Me Pro, we have added 2 new coins, 2 pairs. Is that clear? Okay, I hope that clarifies everything for you. In order for you to find it, as mentioned by Giovanni, you can locate it in this section of the Bit2Me website or in the mobile application. So what exactly is DeFi and what is Zilliqa, right? FPS is also accessible to you. So, well, these are recently minted coins, new listings that we are incorporating in different sections of our platform. In the beginning, we executed within the wallet, and subsequently, over time, they gradually start to appear on Bit2Me Pro platform.
I have also witnessed some inquiries pertaining to the recent missions and additional Pedro Mojedas, and if I do not observe those new missions, it is of utmost importance to ensure that the application is updated to the most recent version, correct? To possess both performance improvements, enhancements in security, and new missions or enhancements in order to attain.
Yes, it is highly recommended, as I would advise you to update the application on a regular basis, preferably at least once every month. Sometimes it updates automatically, okay? Because if you have it in your settings on your mobile phone, do the update the applications when new versions come out. But if not, well, we highly recommend that you perform the update at least once, because it is very important as it improves performance or security. So it is not just about visuals and such, but that is extremely important for you to obtain those, like the new enhancements that have been introduced. Precisely. However, please consider the listing issue is clearly visible. If it is from Space Center, you do have to update it, but all of these new coins that we are discussing should be visible for you.
So, as previously mentioned, in B Pro, the voting turnout was excellent, with a majority of 60% of participants holding, a significant percentage of 31% buying, and only a small fraction of 7% selling, indicating a highly positive outcome of the voting process.
Initially, there is nothing significant, but ultimately, Giovanni, I consistently emphasize that cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, from the perspective of an investor or someone who views this market as an opportunity, if there are individuals selling because they require more euros for any reason, then that is excellent. The crucial question we must pose is, why do we desire this? Ultimately, that is the concept. What is the significance of this technology and what is the projected timeline for its implementation? And if we want a part of it, well, obviously to live better, to profit, it's great that there are people who think about exiting or with the expectation that it's also possible for the price to drop, that there are people saying it will drop to 52,000 in this correction and then re-enter at that level. Maybe there are people who are speculating with that possibility, thinking there might be a slight correction downwards and saying, hey, instead of buying at 58 or 59, buy at 52. Hopefully it goes well.
That's right, Javier. Look, we also have a question, Yana. They have done it on several occasions. Alejandro Garcia says, hello, why has the price of Bitcoin dropped so much this time? Even as a coin is providing support in the response, Alejandro states that it has not decreased. It is simply that they no longer have the ability to claim the bonus reward with the previous additional 2%. Okay, we have been implementing a wide range of things, making updates and improvements in ENA. And as we have also mentioned previously, we have recently increased the farming pool by an additional $50 million, thereby expanding our resources for agricultural activities.
Think about it. You see, there's one important thing, Giovanni, that everyone needs to understand, and that is that Bitcoin is proof of work. What does it mean to be proof of work? It means the consensus protocol mines and releases new coins into the network from a total supply. It doesn't work like Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies that use proof of stake, which reward you with new tokens for staking those tokens. Bitcoin, no. Bitcoin relies on mining. It relies on the nodes. Is Bitcoin on the sidelines? This means that if we are assigning a percentage to Bitcoin, that is already a significant amount, correct? Our approach revolves around the acquisition of the product from the market at a specific moment, enabling us to efficiently manage it in collaboration with the users who already possess it on our platform. That doesn't happen with Ethereum, with Cosmos, with Cardano, with Polkadot, with other currencies. So Is that why the percentage of Bitcoin inevitably has to be significantly lower than that of the rest of cryptocurrencies? Because the new tokens do not come from staking, the new tokens come from mining, they come from that proof of work, which are completely different things, correct?
Through the utilization of the Bit2Me air service, campaigns and promotions are occasionally executed, and as a result, what has transpired is that the campaign has come to an end. So stay tuned because we are once again notifying, for example, that there is an X on certain cryptocurrencies on Bit2Me, so be attentive to that. And even with a quick look, just by entering the application on Bit2Me, you will see the percentages of each cryptocurrency to enjoy those rewards.
Yes, Ivani, I would like to because there are individuals inquiring about BM. So let's make a note of the queries they are asking because currently we do not have any specific or definitive public updates on BM at this time. I want to let you know that we are obviously still working to provide interaction to the token and to have more improvements and more services that enhance the possibility that having BM for its utility is better when using any tool, any BME product. But today specifically, we don't have any news ready because we are close.
In actuality, I was just on the verge of telling you to stay tuned because there is a plan in place to launch a new promotion campaign for BM Holder Week next week. Therefore, I strongly urge you to stay tuned because there will be surprises that are anticipated to occur next week. It's truly remarkable, Giovanni, so please take note, as it is of utmost importance to pay close attention to what you tell us about BM. Many of you have been holding for an extended period of time. So what are our prospects for the forthcoming months? What exactly do we have in store?
Giovanni comments that next week we have surprises for the holders, but I insist that the idea is to continue developing interaction activity within the platform so that the token, the more BB users there are, the more incentives they have to have BM and the more possibilities there are for it to grow. In fact, over the course of the next few months and weeks, as Neil has been announcing, there will be a series of new applications and utilities introduced for BitMEX. So it is important to have a little patience and stay tuned, as practically every day and every Tuesday, we will be announcing many of these new utilities. On the other hand, in addition to all the listings of various coins in the wallet and the new tab, we have also made significant improvements in interface, price, and the ability to move from one place to another. Furthermore, in the collections, we have included Solana and RWA for those who are fans of Solana. It is worth mentioning that a year ago, Solana was priced at $9, but it has now reached 200 and currently trades around 125. They have recently unveiled a mobile phone and are actively developing numerous applications on their network, despite some flaws. Overall, Solana is part of a growing ecosystem with its own mobile phone. During an event with Gunther, he showed me the phone, and it definitely caught my attention, Javi.
Additionally, another crucial point to mention is that we currently have a few ongoing promotions, including the listing of the FPS token. This token is the native currency of Web War, a highly popular first-person shooter game. That being said, by purchasing FPS from the wallet between April 30th and May 2nd, you will receive a 10 euros coupon in feed that will be applied to you at the end of the promotion. So even today, they are in time if they want to participate in that promotion. Equally significant, we also encountered the issue regarding the phases of the distribution of the Concordium token SS, correct? We have already initiated the process of distributing the 2 million Concordium for holding between the dates of February 1st and May 1st, which is currently being distributed throughout the entirety of the month, correct? That being said, we have already commenced Phase 3, during which we will distribute a total of 3 million Concordium tokens to holders who keep them in the ER from May 1st to August 1st, correct? You know, it is cumulative. If you purchase more, you will have numerous more possibilities, 1% higher.
If you have any doubts, as you can see, we have an article in which we also update it, just that you need to have 20,000 Concordium or more before the start of each phase. Okay? We are in Phase 3, so May 1st started yesterday, and as Giovanni mentioned, there will be 10 phases, so there is still quite a lot ahead in that sense.
And as I had promised, I also included the story about those who correctly guessed the price of Bitcoin during the halving. The price of Bitcoin was set at 0.109 UTC, and at the moment the halving took place, it was 60,150.00 with 10 euros. Their accurate predictions earned them a well-deserved reward for their knowledge and insight into the cryptocurrency market. Congratulations to the 10 winners. Kindly check your inbox as you have received an email and in your profile confirming that you have indeed received the well-deserved reward. Which ones? I'm going to mention some of the names that appear. The names that appear are Juan Carlos, JP, Joseph RMV, Registrar of Motor Vehicles, Level 1, Eduardo C, Ivan NF Lee Garcia Diaz D, Perez C and Bo, Felipe MN, Alejandro O are the names of 3 individuals mentioned in the input text. C. Petru, CMY FM Tena, C. Petru, CMY from Tena. To the remaining individuals, a heartfelt thank you to all for taking part in the promotion that also offered additional advantages, such as the fact that in addition to making a purchase, if you bought the BM token, the prize you received would include an additional Euro 50 to Euro 300, and you would have an extra level of access to the Space Center for a duration of 2 weeks, correct? Then, the initial 1,000 users who had completed 2 or more transactions of 100 euros or more and filled out the participation form also received an additional level of access to the Space Center along with all its advantages for a duration of 1 week. As per those initial 1,000 users, it was a 1-week duration, while for the rest it was 2 weeks. The audience is currently celebrating this. LV expresses her joy and satisfaction with the concept of being able to advance to a higher level.
I believe it is a highly fascinating tool that enables individuals to experience the advantages through incentivizing their participation. In the instance of this contest you mentioned, congratulations to all the winners, and the concept of elevating to a higher level to personally experience it and appreciate those new and unique aspects. Well, I believe it is fantastic, Giovanni, truly.
Yes, the truth is that it is something that we all really like and benefits us a lot, honestly. I mean, an additional incentive is greatly appreciated. In reality, they do not say it, some even forget. Do not forget that we also have a tab in the BME app that states promotions, because now you can enter there to see which promotions they are participating in, which is also an important detail.
Now, Giovanni, at 6 o'clock, and I also want to inform all the audience members that you are cordially invited to join us as we have a webinar on Rankia about Bitcoin and Ethereum, all right? You know, I am a Bitcoin lover, but let's talk a little bit about Ethereum and the value proposition that its history holds. We have prepared a few slides, so if you'd like to come by at 6, then we'll proceed to the communication section, if you agree, where our colleagues Jose Luis and Pablo Casadillo in Argentina are making a lot of noise. In fact, they have been at the embassy there on Argentina's payment day. In my opinion, Argentina is a market that is experiencing growth, and it is much more open to new projects, investments, and exchanges. Working with our Argentine friends is a pleasure for us, as they highly value this technology, particularly due to the circumstances we all know about the economy, the peso, and what is happening in the country. Taking this step and collaborating in Argentina's evolving market is a great opportunity for us, and we are excited to be a part of it. So I just wanted to extend my congratulations and send a warm hug to Giovanni, as well as to the entire BME community in Argentina. I also want to acknowledge and appreciate the efforts of our colleagues who are tirelessly working on the ground. Hopefully, in the near future, we will witness the influx of new users joining the Bit2Me platform. Then, on the other hand, there was the Blockchain Week in Paris, one of the most important events worldwide. Our colleagues, Abel, Cosmin, Andre, were present, and they shared behind-the-scenes insights. They revealed that all banks and the entire traditional financial sector are highly interested in and betting on blockchain technology. They are aware of the forthcoming approval of ETFs, the MiCA law, which will have a significant impact. Players like BME are strategic partners, entering the sector with strong momentum. Not all banks and financial companies have been as proactive, making BME's involvement crucial. The event served as a platform for networking and knowledge exchange, highlighting the growing importance of blockchain in the financial industry. It is indeed true that our partner BBVA Spark, which is based in Switzerland, has been working at an incredible pace for many months already. However, as our colleagues who have been in the Paris blockchain have informed us, numerous other players are also entering the scene, and it is just a matter of time and patience before they make their presence felt. Giovanni, what can we say? Here in Spain, we achieved something great. Rocio from the e-commerce team did a very good job with the whole Mercedes-Benz mobility team representing this prestigious luxury vehicle brand. We organized an event at PO12 where Mercedes had already displayed the prices of the cars in Bitcoin. It was a significant milestone for us as we embraced the future of digital currency. The collaboration between Rocio and the Mercedes team was instrumental in making this event a success, showcasing the innovative approach of the brand. You were present, Giovanni. We happened to be there at the same time, and we were genuinely happy because we witnessed a company which is highly regarded, contemporary, and influential, taking the initiative and comprehending the significance of embracing individuals who have placed their trust in Bitcoin and utilizing it as a form of payment at their establishments, specifically at their car dealerships during a particular period. This is truly remarkable. But not only that, and Leaf mentioned this in the Halving program, that you do not have to get rid of those Bitcoins. You can lend them to Bit2Me and purchase yourself a car if you need that liquidity. Without getting rid of Bitcoin, you can purchase a Mercedes. So Bitcoin is much more than just an asset to liquidate and sell at a specific moment to buy those luxury cars.
In fact, when we published it, many people asked me that they didn't know that Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies could be used to pay for physical things, real things. And the truth is that there is some lack of knowledge in that. And that has helped a lot to give visibility to other many platforms that we also have with e-commerce.
Exactly. And I believe this is just the beginning, that we will see more car brands. In fact, 2 top-level brands have contacted us since then. 2 have already reached out to us to see what's happening with Mercedes. And I think we will see this, well, now that scooters, electric motorcycles, renting a car to go from one place to another, Weibo, and all these services that you can start paying with Bitcoin soon are becoming so popular. Another thing we are working on is the Lightning Network topic, but well, we will mention and develop that in another program. However, we are also in discussions with service providers that offer these essential services within the exchange sector, enabling users to receive income on the platform or make withdrawals using the Lightning Network. In addition to the agreements we have already made in Europe, including Metro Vaquesa and Mercedes, we have also partnered with a Canadian company named Grevolu, which operates as a payment processor or gateway system. So we are observing that the alliances extend beyond Europe, not only remaining within Europe, which is already a substantial amount, but we are present in Argentina, we are present in Canada, we are establishing agreements with Arab countries. We experienced the entrance of a highly significant investor from the United Arab Emirates who, well, is a participant within the Bit2Me structure, and we will provide further information regarding that in the near future. There is collaboration, and we are genuinely positioned, and we value the fact that you have accompanied us and been with us from the outset on this journey with BB, with everything we have had to listen to, we have had to go through. It truly excites us, and we genuinely appreciate your support always, the kind words you have expressed, and especially the feedback, the support you provide through social media, also led by Giovanni, the entire support team that performs an exceptional job. We experience great happiness when we share photos illustrating the collaboration. As you can observe, we also shared a photo, for instance, in the Telegram group where we were indicating the price of Bitcoin, the Mercedes with Bitcoin, and some individuals were inquiring whether you were planning to spend your Bitcoin on this. What I stated is that I do not receive Bitcoin. I desire to have more. But if I had enough to purchase a car, the brand I would have confidence in or the car I would purchase right now would be a Mercedes. But I would carry out what I previously mentioned. I would keep the Bitcoin in Bit2Me, request for liquidity, and if I feel like enjoying life as well and owning a car of that caliber at that level with those features, then yes. But if it had not been for the occurrence with the boat, perhaps you could acquire something else. Certainly, however, the boat incident is complex. Yes, certainly, but we're not there, Giovanni. We're not there.
Well, Javi, as you mentioned, in a couple of minutes, you will be appearing on Rankia.
I have to depart because it commences in 5 minutes and the Rankia team is already waiting for me. But I sincerely thank all of you for joining us in this event. The fact of the matter is that this hour passes by quickly in your company, Giovanni, with Jose at the controls and the entire Bit2Me team working on the development behind the scenes with the Bit2Me tags, all the services that we are observing, the proposals, the innovations, and the marketing and communication team that is responsible for these efforts. So thanks a lot to all for joining us. We hope you have a great time during this pseudo long weekend if you are on vacation. If not, well, tomorrow is Friday, so there's not a lot of time remaining.
Does Danny Rodriguez say that he will have to tell the story of the boat someday and we will tell the story of the boat, right?
Someday. Yeah, man, that's done. That's done.
Come on, a hug and thank you. Thanks to all those who are supporting us, including the passengers, the ambassadors, the people who are part of the community, who are supporting us a lot, which is appreciated because there is a very good community that supports each other a lot. And really, thanks to all of you who are there, both moderators, administrators, passengers, and many team members who are greeting and ready to respond to the entire community.
Well, as I said, see you on Rankia now in a moment, and thank you very much to everyone.
See you soon.
Bye-bye. Greetings.